Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, continuing Madhurya Kādambini. We are discussing about the stage of Prema and how Krishna is appearing in front of the devotee who has attained the state of Prema. And he started displaying his different qualities. So I will continue from here, though we discussed about this last time. We'll still continue. Tadacha saundaryadinam yavanti madhuryani tesham samasthena anubhubhushsau api asmin bhakta chataga chanchupate jalada bindu avali iva na manti tani vimrishya aho tarhi maya etani saundaryadini etavanti kimartham dhritani iti tesham sambhojanaya eva saptamam. So Krishna has so many wonderful qualities, such as his beauty and everything. And all of these qualities he wants his devotees to experience. So he pours like a rain shower, onto the devotee. And the devotee is like a small bird, the Chataka bird, and it's roaming around in the rain, trying to catch all the rain water particles that are dropping from the clouds. But it is impossible because the bird is very small and the rain is showering everywhere, so big. And looking at the Chataka small bird going around everywhere trying to pick up all the rainwater as much as possible, Krishna thinks himself that, oh, alas, all of my qualities, what is the use of possessing all of these qualities when my devotees cannot enjoy it? So then he wants to give them, he wants them to experience, enjoy those qualities. So Krishna then manifests his seventh quality, Saptamam, Sarva Shakti Kadamba Parama Adhyakshayaha Agamavadau Api. So here's his seventh quality, which is the controller or the leader of all other Shaktis he is possessing. So his Shaktis are described in the Agama scriptures, which is Vimala, Utkarshini. These are different Shaktis he possesses. Mainly, the main Shaktis of the Lord are classified into 8. Ashtadigadaleshu Vartamananam Swarupa Shaktinam Madhye Eva Karnikaya Maharaja Chakravartinya Iva Stithayagahi Anugraha Abhidhanatvena Uktayaha. So all these 8 Shaktis of the Lord, they are like different petals of a lotus. And the lotus has a pericarp in the center. And that pericarp, in that pericarp, this particular quality of the Lord is sitting like a queen. A queen is, attended by all the maidservants, like that. So what is that queen, the great emperor? What is that Shakti? That is Anugraha Abhidhanatvena Uktayaha. That is the Shakti called Anugraha, compassion, mercy of the Supreme Lord, the grace. Bhagavataha Nayana Aravinde Eva Atmanam Venjayantaha. So this grace of the Supreme Lord, his compassion for his devotees, this makes the Lord appear in front of the devotees and makes the devotee visible to the Lord. Otherwise, the Supreme Lord, is in his Bhagavan form, he is enjoying his pastimes in the spiritual world. He's not so much cared about the material affairs, which are managed by Paramatma using his Maya Shakti. So, but this Anugraha, his compassion, his grace, is making the Supreme Lord turn toward the devotee and make the devotee appear in front of the Lord. Right? Kripa Shaktehe Vilasitam Kvachit Dasada Vatsalyamiti Kvachit Karunyamiti Priyadav Cheta Dravaha Iti Kvachit Anukati Namna Abhidhiyamanam Udayate. So this Kripa Shakti manifests in different ways. People, the devotees in the Dasirasa, it manifests as Vatsalya, that is affection. The master has affection for the servant. It manifests as the affection. And Karunya, Karuna, in the case of the parents, it manifests as Karuna. Karuna is pitiness or compassion, you can say. Like that, the parents feel compassion for their kids. Priyadav, in the lovers, that is those who are in the Madhurya Rasa, conjugal Rasa, it appears as Cheta Dravaha, that which makes the chitta melt, or the heart. So the Karuna, the Kripa Shakti appears as a heart melting experience for the Supreme Lord, or for the devotees. And then in some other situations, it is appearing in different ways. Yaya eva kripa shaktya sarva vyapini api tadiya ichha shakti sadhusu sadhu evam ranjita parama atma raman api mahachamakriti bhumi adyarohayati. So this Kripa Shakti induces another Shakti of the Lord, which is called Ichha Shakti. Ichha Shakti means the free will of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is extremely free will. He doesn't need to appear in front of the devotee. But it makes him appear on the Kripa Shakti is influencing his Ichha Shakti to make the Supreme Lord appear in front of his devotee. So because the Lord has compassion for the devotee, he changes his free will. He chooses that he wants to appear in front of the devotee. So in this way, he gladdens the heart of the devotees. Sadhusu, sadhu pranjita. Parama atma ramanapi maha chamatkriti bhumihi adyarohayati. So the great Atma Ramas, those who are fixed in Brahman, sometimes Krishna gives them his blessings, his mercy. And because of that, they are heightened to the platform of devotees, which is a platform of wonderfulness, great wonderfulness. Otherwise, the Atma Ramas, those who are fixed in Brahman, they don't have a chance to become devotees because they are completely satisfied and they are not looking for anything, right? So in this material world, people in general are suffering. So they may be looking for solution. So they may come into contact with the devotees and they may pick up devotional service and become devotees. But those who are fixed in Brahman, they have achieved the liberation. Then they don't look for anything else. So they may not get a chance to practice bhakti. But sometimes Krishna, because of his Kripa Shakti, he changes his free will and then goes and gives mercy to them also, and then elevates their platform, just like what happened with Shukadeva Goswami. Yaya eva bhagavataha bhakta vatsalyam nama ekaha eva gunaha samradiva prathama skandhe prithvya uktan swarupa bhutan satya sauchadin kalyana gunan shasti. So this Bhagavat Vatsalya, or affection for his devotees, this is a quality of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. In the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the earth, there is a conversation between earth, Mother Earth, and Dharma, the bull. In that conversation, Mother Earth is listing out, remembering Krishna, and she lists out the 50 qualities or many qualities of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. So in those qualities, Bhakta Vatsalya, that is also one of the quality, affection for the devotee. But this one quality, it acts like an emperor. ruling over all other qualities of Krishna. Moha tandra brahmaha ruksha rasata kama ulbanaha lolata madamatsarye hingsa kheda parishramau asatyam krodha akanksha ashanka vishwa vibhramaha vishamatvam para apeksha doshaha ashtadasha uditaha ashtadasa mahadoshaihi rahitaha bhagavattanu. So then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur lists out 18 faults, 18 bad qualities which a person can possess. This is from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And then at the end, he says, he quotes another word saying that these 18 qualities, bad qualities listed here, are not present in the Supreme Lord. Okay. So what are these 18 qualities? Moha, intoxication, bewilderment, thinking one thing for the other, or getting confused. You are in a particular situation, your heart doesn't know how to act, how to understand, how to grasp. That is moha. That's a bad quality, being bewildered. You should be always clear and alert. Tandra, sleep, because we waste time by sleeping. Brahmaha, Brahma is mistake, thinking one thing as another. You may think some person is a bad person. Actually, he may be a good person, or the other way around. One thing we may think this material world is like permanent. We may be behaving like that, but it is actually temporary. Ruksha rasata. Ruksha rasata literally means the taste of harshness. Okay. So in the commentary, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Jiva Goswami says this is actually the material affection. So attachment to matter, it gives this taste of bitterness. It is not sweet. Kama ulbanaha, excessive attachment, excessive likingness, greediness, excessive lust. That is kama ulbana. This is also a bad quality. Lolata, chanchala, disturbed, or doing one thing after the other. Let me do this now. Let me look at this now. Let me look at that. Continuously moving on. Especially if you start watching movies, you would get this lolata, very too much. Your mind will be agitated. It'll be always looking for next. Even Facebook, you keep on scrolling, right? Because we want something new, or next. We want different varieties. That is the chanchala. Also, if you continuously watch movies, it will also be very difficult for you to focus on reading, because reading requires mind to be very calm and peaceful. But because of watching these movies, it can agitate our mind, and we may not be able to focus and read. We may not get taste in reading also. Mada matsarye. Mada is pride or intoxicate, pride. We already discussed intoxication here. So mada is a pride. Matsarya is envy toward others. Somebody possesses some good quality, or somebody possesses some wealth or something else, beauty. We feel jealous about that person. That is envy. We want that from that person. Hingsa, doing hurting others, violence against others. These are all hingsa. Kheda parishrama. Kheda parishrama. Kheda is exhaustion. If you do a lot of work, you feel exhausted, right? That's also a bad quality, feeling exhaustion, because it is not good for us, feeling exhausted. Parishrama, feeling fatigued. Asatya, speaking lies, telling lies. That is also a bad quality. Krodha, anger, is a bad quality. Akanksha. Akanksha is hankering for something else. I want iPhone 14 or the next version whenever it gets released. I'm looking forward to that. Akanksha, hankering after that. Ashanka, worrying, lamenting. That is also a bad quality. Continuously worrying about this or that, what happened in the office or what happened with my husband or what happened with my wife. All these things are bad qualities. So Rupa Goswami, while he was describing the different sadhana for bhakti, he also says that devotee should not be lamenting. We should make ourselves, out of that lamentation. Vishwa Vibhramaha, in the worldly affairs, being absorbed in the worldly affairs, going to marriage function and dealing with materially motivated people, most of the times just for our own sake of enjoyment. All these are worldly dealings. Vishamatvam, not being equal to everyone. That is also bad quality. You should treat everyone, the enemy and the friend, equally. Politics, when there is politics, we don't treat equally everyone. Politics means that we consider one set of people as friends, one set of people as enemies. We want to stick to a particular group and just talk bad or put the other group down. This politics. Vishamatva, we are not equal. We just glorify one group and then put the other group down. Para apeksha, dependence on others. That is also a bad quality. That, I will be happy if I am always with my wife, or always with my husband, or always with my child, or if my boss glorifies me, I will be happy. This is para apeksha, dependence on others. Dosha, these are the 18 bad qualities. The Lord does not have these bad qualities. However, Bhagavati sarvata nishiddhaga api ete doshaha yad anurodhena Rama Kṛṣṇa adi avatareshu kvachit vidyamanaha eva santaha bhaktehi anubhuyamanaha maha gunayante. So though these 18 bad qualities are not present in the Lord, because of his mercy, because of his mercy, it becomes good qualities. All these bad qualities in Krishna, in Balram, and different avatars. Sometimes they appear, these qualities, even in Krishna also. And they make the devotees enjoy those qualities. And at that time, they become great qualities. So I have taken the commentary from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu on this particular verse, where Jiva Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur are pointing out how these qualities are good qualities in Krishna. They are giving different example. Moha Tandra iti. So they are commenting on the verse starting with Moha and Tandra. This is the verse. Bhakta Prema Sambandhena tu ete cha gunattvaya kalpante. So when it is related to the Lord or the devotees, they become like a good qualities, in the sense that when it is imbued with the prema. In the sadhana stage, if we have these qualities, these are all bad. But in the prema stage, these qualities may appear, but they are good qualities. They are not bad qualities. Yatha, he gives an example. So this is an example for moha, bewilderment, from 10th canto, 13th chapter, 16th verse. So here, So here is this is the beginning of a Brahma Vimohana Leela. So Brahma wanted to test Krishna, and then he came and stole all the cows, calves, and cowherds. So at the time, Krishna is looking everywhere. Tataha, thereafter, Vatsan adrishtva etya puline api cha vatsapan. So he is not able to see Vatsa, that is the cows, the calves, and or the protector of the calves, that is the cowherds. He is not able to see. They were all missing. He goes to Yamuna river, the bank of the Yamuna. Ubhaopi vane Krishnaha vichikaya samantataha. So because he is not able to see both of them, both the cowherds and the calves, he's roaming around everywhere in the forest to figure out what has happened. So this is, Krishna is bewildered. He is not able to see what happened, right? So this bewilderment is actually a good quality in Krishna, because it shows his Bhakta Vatsala. He is attached to his own devotees. So this is a good quality. Kvachit pallava talpeshu niyuddha shramakarshitaha vrikshamulashreha shete gopa utsanga upabarghanaha ityado tandra keda shramaha. So the next quality is tandra, sleepiness, exhaustion and fatigue. This is mentioned in 15th chapter of the 10th canto of Bhagavatam, where Krishna's Sakya Rasa is portrayed, that he goes to the forest along with his cowherd friends, and he enjoys with his cowherd friends. Very nicely it is described in that chapter. So this verse, he quotes, Kvachitu pallava talpeshu niyuddha shramakarshitaha. So Krishna does fighting with, mock fighting with his friends. And after doing mock fighting as a play, he feels tired. That is the fatigue. He feels fatigue. Right? And then the cowherd boys, they prepare a bed for him. Pallava talpeshu. That bed is made of the flower buds. So in that, under a tree, vrikshamula ashraya, shete, he lies down, taking the lap of the gopas as his pillow. So he's lying down on the lap of the gopas, and on the bed of buds. Tau angri yugmam anukrishya ityarabhya anushritya loka mugdha prabhi tavat upeyatuhu anti matroh ityadav brahmaha. Then the Brahma, which is mistaking one thing for the other, is being described in 10th canto, 8th chapter, 22nd. So here, Krishna's childhood pastimes, that when he is crawling around, and those pastimes are described in this chapter. Tau angri yugmam anukrishya. So he is pulling, both Krishna and Balaram are being described here. So Krishna and Balaram are dragging their legs. Sarish Shrupantav, like the snake, basically they are crawling around with their legs. So when the child is crawling around, it puts its hand and then it drags its feet forward. Like that. They are still infants. They are learning how to walk, or how to crawl around. So they are crawling. Ghosha, Praghosha, Ruchiram. So they are tinkle bells, they are anklets which have the bells. They are tinkling, and it creates a desirable sound. Especially the parents feel very happy when they hear the sound of the anklets of their child walking around. Vraja Kardameshu. So in the dirt of Vraja, they are roaming around like that. Tannada Hrishta Manasau Anusrutya Lokam. Suddenly some of the Vrajavasis who are there, they come into the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda for different affairs, different works they have. And when they come and speak and create noise, the Krishna and Balaram, they are thinking, oh, these are my parents. Okay. Then they start following after them, becoming very happy in their heart because they are thinking it is these people are their parents. Mugdha prabhitavat. So first they become attracted because they are thinking they are parents. But then once they figure out they are not their parents, when they get closer, they are thinking, oh, these are not my parents. Then prabhitavat, they become very much fearful in their heart. Upeyatuhu anti matroho. Then they turn back toward their mother and then run back. You would see in child, they are attracted toward their parents. When somebody, a new stranger comes and picks up the kids, they will get scared and then they want to go back to their parents. So like that, Krishna and Balaram also were behaving. So here they are getting mistaking. They are thinking somebody else is their parents. So this is a quality of Brahma. Ruksha rasata nama prema sambandham vina ragaha satu nasti eva. So the next quality is Ruksha rasata, which is described as the taste of harshness. Jiva Goswami says that this is not present in the spiritual world, because this harshness, that feeling of bitterness, it only comes when it is material, when it is connected with the material affairs. When you try to enjoy something matter, only you will get that. In the spiritual world, it is not like that. So it is not there. Satu nasti eva. Ulbanaha dukkadaha dukkha daha kamaha laukikaha. So same, in the similar way, ulbana, kama, excessive desire. That is excessive desire which gives suffering. Like somebody has excessive attachment toward liquor, drinking, that gives suffering to that person. So that is also material desire. However, tasya prema rupa kamatvat sacha nasti eva. So in the spiritual world, you have prema instead of the kama in the material world. That is love for Krishna. So because there it is prema, this material kama does not exist there. So in that way, this is also not there in the spiritual world. Lolata, chanchalyam. Lolata is being fickleness, doing one thing after the another. Sacha gunaha yatha. That is also a good quality that is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 8th chapter, 29th verse. So this is also describing the childhood pastimes of Krishna in the same chapter which we looked at previously. Vatsan munchan kvachit asamaye krosha sanjata hasaha. So Krishna, when he grows up, he's able to walk around. He is becoming very naughty. So what he does, he goes to the neighbor's home. Just want to say that I will continue for some time. Feel free to drop off. It's 8 o'clock. There's no obligation. Hare Krishna. Vatsana Munchan, he goes to the others' homes, and then he releases the cows. Becomes very naughty sometimes. And then when the owner of the house, he gets angry, Krishna smiles in front of them. Krosa sanjata hasaha. Steyam swadu atti atha dadipayaha kalpitaihi stey yogehi. So he creates different plans, devises different plans for stealing yogurt and milk from other people's home. And then he steals them and then he eats them also. Not just eating them, Markan bhokshan vibhajati sahacha na ati bhandam bhinnati. So he feeds to the monkeys, which also come there. He feeds their own share. He shares with them. And when the monkeys, they don't take any more because they are full, what Krishna does, he breaks the pot and then runs away. Dravya alabhe sa griha kupitaha yati upakroshyatokan. So sometimes when he tries to enter and steal somebody else's milk and yogurt, he sees there is nothing is there in their pot. He gets angry if people don't keep anything in their pot. So after getting angry, what he does, people will have infant baby in their home. He goes and pinches them nicely and then runs away. The child will cry. Tokan, it's an infant baby, newly born baby. So these are chanchala. Especially you will see with a small child doing so many things. They are so much agitated in their mind. So this is Krishna's chanchala. Madaha api yatha Mada vigurnita lochana ishad ityada. We will stop here actually. The rest of the things will continue next week. Madaha api yatha. So this is the quality of Mada, which is pride. It is described in 10th canto, 35th chapter. This is the song of the gopis. When Krishna goes to the forest, the gopis are singing the different pastimes of Krishna, and they are remembering because they are feeling the separation. they discuss the pastimes of Krishna and then they relish within themselves. So this pastime is describing Krishna's return in the evening. So Krishna goes to the forest in the morning and then he returns in the evening. So this is describing that scenario of Krishna's returning in the evening. Mada Vigurunita Lochana. His eyes are intoxicated. This is the intoxication. So why it is intoxicated? Because when he returns, he sees his friends, he sees the gopis, becomes intoxicated by looking at them. Ishat Manadaha. He gives little respect. Swasugrudam. He gives little respect to the well-wishers. Why he gives little respect? Because he hasn't gone to Gurukula yet. Once the child goes to the Gurukula, the Guru teaches the good qualities. Guru teaches how the etiquette should be followed with the different persons. So because he hasn't gone to Gurukula, he is not required to follow all these different etiquettes. So he gives little respect only to parents. So somebody has to teach to the children these good qualities, otherwise they won't learn. Vanamali is wearing a forest garland. Badara Pandu Vadanaha. So because he's roaming around in the sun throughout the day, his face has become very pale because of the exhaustion and the fatigue. Mrudugandam Mandayan Kanaka Kundala Lakshmiya. So his soft cheeks are being glittered by the earrings, golden earrings he is wearing. Yadupatihi Dvirada Raja Viharaha. So here he is addressed as Yadupati. Yadupati means he is the master of Yadus. So why would the gopis call him the master of Yadus when Krishna hasn't even gone to the Dwaraka yet? He is still in Vrindavan. In Vrindavan there are no Yadavas. So why is still called Yadupati? Yadus are there in the Dwaraka, right? Because our acharyas explained that Nanda Maharaj also comes in the line of Yadu. Not just Vasudeva, Nanda Maharaj also comes in that line. Because he comes in that line, he is called, the descendants of Nanda Maharaj are also called Yadus. So that way he is being described as Yadupati in the sense that he is the master of the cowherds of the Vrindavan. Dvirada Raja Vigaraha. So he's walking, his gait is like, when the elephant walks around, very majestic. So in processions of the kings, they bring the elephants in the front to display the majesty of the king. So like that, he majestically walks. Yamini Patihi. Iva Eshaha Dina Ante. So Yamini is, I think, night. Yeah. So he is coming at the end of the day to Vraja, just like moon. So Yamini is night. The lord of the night is moon. So the moon appears at the end of the day. So like that, Krishna also appears at the end of the day to the Vrajavasis after coming from the forest. Iva Eshaha Dinante Mudita Vaktraha Upayati Durantam Mochayan Vrajagavam Dinatapam. So Vrajagavam, the cows of the Vraja, he is releasing them from the exhaustion or burning of the heat during the daytime, because they were roaming around everywhere in the Vraja forest and there is a lot of sun, so they become exhausted. So he brings them back to Vraja in the evening to relieve them from that heat. Vraja Gava, go also means senses. So there is another interpretation is the senses of the Vrajavasis. So the Vrajavasis were exhausted throughout the day because of not meeting Krishna. Their eyes are always looking for when Krishna will appear. They want to hear Krishna's words. They want to smell his fragrance that's coming out of his body. So Krishna comes in the evening and then he relieves their senses distress also. This is the other meaning. So this whole verse is actually portrayed to describe that he is intoxicated. He's having pride and showing little respect to others. So that's the whole focus, but that's the whole verse. We'll stop here. We'll continue from here next week. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, what's this book? Is it Madhurya Kādambini or different book, Prabhuji?
So this is Madhurya Kādambini only. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur quoted this verse from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So because he also mentioned that these 18 qualities become bad quality, they are bad qualities, but when they appear in Krishna, they become good qualities. So I took the commentary from, until here, just a half a page commentary from Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu on that particular verse. I don't know which part you are in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, so you will be reading this part also. So
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.